TwinA.
Howdy.
Hi, I'm TwinA.
I'm TwinA.
And this is my favorite game ever, Gran Turismo.
Yeah, we're back. This stupid network features notification screen. Yep, so we decided to play this game again, not because we're good at it, because that is not the case. It's simply because I have been playing it in my free time, and I think it's actually quite enjoyable.
And apparently she unlocks a whole bunch of new courses,
Yeah.
so I am willing to give it another go.
Yeah, it was mainly actually because I unlocked the new courses. That was really the only reason. You know, maybe with more course options.
if we just had the regular, if we just had the two other courses, there's no way in hell I would play this again.
Yep, and then I am the white car, and I'm winning, clearly.
Yeah,
that's all I ever
remember
do.
the controls because I don't play this game in my free time like you do.
All I do is win, win, win every day, every minute.
But that's not the words. Is it?
No, probably not. I've not. I'm not. Oh no, you're up. How'd you get in front of me?
Drifting, bitch.
But no, I've never actually heard that song. I think I've only ever heard the main part, and even then, not all of it, clearly. Okay. That is just break. That is not reverse, that is just break.
All I do is win, win, win no matter what.
Oh yeah, those are the words.
So I put my hands up, and then they stay there.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. You're long gone. You're way ahead of me for the first time in your life.
Yep. Well, I got stuck in an auto drive.
Oh, so then that's my opportunity to overtake you.
I'm out of the auto drive.
No.
You could overtake.
Oh, I got some air for a second.
I'm just like desperately trying to fit it. Why is your blinker on?
I don't know. That happened last time too, and it's a mystery. Probably
because I was like.
It's probably just like turn the whole car off the course, fam.
It's probably like, hey, you need to get your car fixed.
I wish these cars took damage because I would totally just smash mine as soon as I lose.
They're even gonna let you finish?
No, they don't do that. They don't. They ain't got no chill.
They're like, yeah.
They're like, you lost.
Don't even.
Kyoto!
Kyoto! Zuko! Zuko!
So I got a pretty crazy.
Hey.
I didn't even see that the race was starting. So I've got a pretty crazy story to tell you.
It's bullshit.
And it is actually relevant to cars, so prepare to get some chills while we're driving these fake cars. Anyway, so I was on my way home from work, and it was around 8 p.m. You bitch! You son of a goddamn monkey!
You sausage-licking hooker!
You dad
Oh, jeez. What?
Anyway.
Edit that whole thing out, fam.
So I was on my way home. It was like 8 p.m. I went on to 75, the highway, freeway, and the entrance ramp. It dips down some since 75 is below the normal road, the service drive.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to see if there's anything on the entrance ramp when you're approaching it. So I go towards it, and lo and behold, there is oh, what am I doing?
I did not brake, but I slowed down significantly.
Do you want to metal? But yeah, so
I just meant like I think the game did it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so I get onto the entrance ramp, and lo and behold, there's a giant SUV stopped dead center of the entrance ramp.
Okay.
And I was already trying to gain speed in order to, join the cars going 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so
Why is he dead stopped?
No one knows. No one knows.
Okay.
Like his lights weren't even on, so I don't even know if anyone was in the car. I mean, I know that someone was in the car because I'll tell you that later. Get out of my way, you hooker! I don't remember any of the controls from when I was playing this earlier, so it makes it very hard to like recover from crashing. Anyway, so I swerved to avoid him because I can't stop. I'm going too fast for that. He's right there. So I swerved to avoid him. And you want to guess what happens? I lose control of the entire vehicle, fam.
Do you spin out?
I spin out. I spin all the way out.
What happened?
I spun out and I landed on the shoulder, and I'm on the highway now. But yeah, I landed on the shoulder and I'm facing 100% the wrong direction. I'm parallel to the cars going, but I am 100% not. I'm facing them and they're facing me.
What time was this?
8 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah, so all their headlights are on, my headlights are on, so I got some honks at me and I'm like, I'm sorry, did you see me just spin out? Like, do you think
Like,
this...
I'm sorry, what? Like, are you trying to alert me that I'm the wrong way? Because I know.
Yeah, so...
I'm fucking aware.
Yeah, so I
am freaking aware.
Yeah, so if there was room, I would turn around and I would join the highway and go about my merry way. I didn't hit anything, nothing hit me, my car is fine. What's happening? I'm facing the completely wrong direction.
Yes.
And there is zero room to turn around. Like, legitimately, I cannot turn around. I was looking for an opening, but bitch, there ain't one.
Right, at 8 p.m. Like, that's, not rush hour, but it's still...
It's after rush hour.
It's moderate.
It's a time of the day.
It's moderate to heavy traffic.
Yeah, and even so there were some times where like I would see an opening, but they're going 70 miles an hour. So as soon as like I could even think about taking the opening, there's more cars
like
there.
You need so much time to turn around.
Yeah, you need a lot of time, and it's all I can see are their headlights. So if there's anyone without headlights, like I'm
yeah.
Which there were some cars without headlights. And So the next thing that happens is, I'm kind of looking for an opening, but I don't see one. And even if I did see one, it's, a very, very, very risky move to take it. Since, I could very easily just be killed by a car going 70 miles an hour T-boning me.
Right.
So I am just sitting for about 10 seconds thinking about what I'm going to do. And a cop car, I see his lights, and he's actually going up to the car that stopped on the ramp. So I think he had already known about it. He was on his way.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes up to the car on the ramp.
Calls like, hey, this asshole's like.
Yeah, or maybe even the car himself.
Causing everyone to die.
Yeah, maybe the car himself like called for police help or something.
Yeah.
So
it was like, for some reason I cannot get my car off the entrance ramp.
Yeah. So
like, even just put it into neutral. Just get it out of the way. What are you doing? Put it on the shoulder.
Yeah. So you want to know what happens next? The cop goes up to him. You want to see what I see happen, what I watch happen with my own goddamn eyes as I'm facing the wrong direction on the highway?
What?
Car drives off.
When the cop walks up to him?
No, right after. They interacted. But you know what? That car could move. That car could get out of the goddamn way of the entrance ramp.
Why was he stopped on the entrance ramp?
I don't know! That's the issue. That's what got me so peeved.
Okay, so did the cop come over to you after that?
Yes. Yes.
Did you tell him, like, I spun out because that goddamn car was stopped on the entrance ramp?
Yeah, I did.
What'd he say?
First he was trying to figure out how to get my headlights turned off, which, I've never had to turn my headlights off. Why would you?
Yeah, if they're automatic.
Yeah, mine are automatic. And, the cop and I discovered together that, yes, we can turn my headlights off. It's just not something that I knew how to do and not something he knew how to do. So he actually got a little bit, irritated with me because I didn't know how to turn my headlights off.
Sorry, I've never had to turn my headlights
off.
Well,
that's what I told him. I was like, I'm sorry, I've literally never had a reason to turn my headlights off. They're automatic.
Right, I'm not like some stalker, creeping up people.
Oh, you won. Well, I will say I was not doing well during that race at all. All right, so the cop comes up to me. We turn off my headlights, and he takes my license. He doesn't even look for my registration or insurance or anything. He just sees that I have a license, and he's like, okay, so you're not just some asshole. But he takes my license and he goes back to his car with it. So I'm like, okay, what's happening here?
Right,
because he started going back to his car, and he didn't tell me I was getting in any sort of trouble, which I didn't imagine I would because it was
an accident.
Yeah,
that someone else caused that he just let drive away.
Yeah, it was an accident that didn't result in anything being harmed or no one being injured. But yeah, I stressed to him that like my car can move. My car is capable of going. Because, you know, I'm sure he'd want to call a tow if that was not the case.
Yeah.
But, you know, I stressed to him, like, I can go. It's just that, like, how do I? Physically, how do I?
Yeah.
And he was like,
I mean, with your nice cop car, you could probably block off a lane.
well, yeah, so you know, about like 10 to 20 minutes passed. And that's an exaggeration. It was probably 5 to 10 minutes. But when you're stressed out, when you're panicking, it feels very long. And yeah, so then another cop comes back to me, not the same one from before. He comes back to me and he gives me my license back. You know, I'm not getting in any sort of trouble or anything. And he says like, okay, so like, you know, clearly we have to. Did my car just do? So he's like, okay, well, yeah, we, you know, clearly we have to help you out. So we're gonna close off to, and then he cuts himself off. He's like, you know what? We're gonna close down all of 75. We're gonna close it all down.
What?
You know, the entrance ramp, all 3 lanes, it's all being shut down.
What? No.
Well, I mean, honestly, like he's like, I think I could have survived with just 2 lanes shut down, but I ain't gonna argue with them. So yeah, they busted out the flares. They shut it all down.
For you to just turn around.
For me to turn around.
Oh my gosh, no. How did they even like?
Dude, they did it so fast. Like, the longest part was just waiting for them to figure out what they were gonna do and for them to get the manpower to do it. But like literally,
How many cop cars are there?
I don't know. I only saw maybe 1 or 2. The rest, I'm sure, were further down, blocking it all off. My car.
I say, like, where do they start? Like, do they start like pushing people off at the exit, or do they just stop them right there and they're like, you're just gonna wait for a minute for her to turn around?
All I was able to see was that there were, at one moment there were cars coming, and then the next there was no one. So, you know, whatever they did it out of my sight.
Oh my god.
And then they used their sirens to signal me for when it was clear. So at one moment, all of their sirens just went on, and I was like, oh, I guess it's time to go. Which actually, that was my idea, because they were talking to me. They were like, okay, we don't know how to like signal you when it's clear to go. I mean, he was like, you know, obviously wait till there are no cars. And I was like, you could turn your sirens on.
You can make the woo woo.
Yeah, woo woo woo. Sound of the police. Woo woo. Sound of the police. Woo. How are you going so fast? We're driving the same goddamn car.
Because I've been maintaining my max speed.
Anyways,
I don't run into every wall.
So yeah, he, you know, that happens. And you know, I had called them during that time, just letting them know that like I was going to be late coming home because we planned on going grocery shopping that night. And yeah, when I got home, not only, you know, did we not go grocery shopping because I'm emotionally traumatized.
Yeah. Well, 75's closed.
But yeah, he also he got Jet's Pizza for me.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a good way to come home.
Yeah, although I will say that night, right before I'd gotten on 75, I went to the liquor store, as I usually do after work. And I picked up 4 25-ounce limeritas, which I only bought because if you spend less than $10, then they charge you more for using your card, like a little percentage fee.
Yeah.
So I got 4 of them because I'm like, yeah, I ain't get that.
I'm just gonna total out
Yeah,
$10. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm gonna wind up drinking them eventually. But I'm glad that the cop didn't see those in my car. Because if he sees like 4 25-ounce limeritas, he's gonna be like, bitch.
It's like, you got 4 tall boys.
Yeah. Like, are these all for you? But yeah, no, I mean, but once they had, wow, that was close. But yeah, once they had the manpower to do it, it literally took 1 minute to close down 75.
Can you imagine just being like that shit, like out of luck person who got like who was just there in that moment?
Well, like I'm
Just
so
got run off of their destination.
I mean, I'm so surprised that I did not get hit by anyone.
Yeah,
and then I didn't hit anyone. Because, like, literally, I was entering 75 when I started to spin out.
You know, I spun out on the freeway once. Last winter, I was on my way home from Romulus, and I was getting on the freeway there. I don't even remember which freeway that is.
Is this when you had, like, your car that was, like, was this before your new car that kept breaking down, or was this...
This was, yeah, this is my old
previous car.
This is my old car.
All right.
Pretty sure. But yeah, I was leaving and I had just like I was getting onto the freeway. I was still on the entrance ramp when like I was turning around the entrance ramp and like suddenly felt like while I was curving that I didn't have traction anymore.
All right.
And yeah, I did not because the lane stopped curving, but my car did not.
Oh.
And instead of, just merging onto the freeway, I just I just got on and just continued spinning. It was like I just hold on. I can't. How do we pause?
We don't.
Why doesn't my button do anything? Okay, well okay.
Right.
I just like here's the freeway. I just came on and just and just kept spinning, but like also going across the freeway at the same time.
Oh my god. Was there a lot of people there?
Kind of.
All right.
And then there was a break obviously, because I didn't die.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just spun out across the whole, I think it's a 4-lane freeway.
Oh no, where am I?
Yeah, I spun across the whole thing, just wound up facing the wrong direction.
Okay.
And then yeah, it was just like I was on the left shoulder technically, but
Alright.
for me it was the right because I was facing the wrong direction. And yeah, it was like nighttime, I had to turn around. So I just waited for a break and I turned around.
So like, were people passing you as you were facing the wrong direction?
Yep.
Were they honking at you?
Nope.
Still can't believe I got honked at, especially because it happened literally right after I spinned out.
Well, yeah,
Spun out.
I was wondering because the traffic wasn't too bad, so it didn't take long for me to, have a big enough break to turn around.
Say, what time of day did you say this was?
This was probably like closer to midnight.
All right, so understandably less traffic.
Yeah, yeah, and plus it's like way farther south. Like it starts to get a little farmy.
Where people don't exist.
Well, I just meant like it's less crowded.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's not like very near Detroit.
Well, right, like it's on the other side of Detroit. So
Yeah, it's not 2 miles north of Detroit.
Right. Yeah, but yep, I just turned around.
Well, isn't that a nice little cherry story?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But there was like a split moment. Well, that spin out was the slowest moment of my life.
Oh.
Like, it went in slow motion. My life was flashing before my eyes. I thought I was gonna die. And then there was just like a moment, like when I was just on the shoulder, facing the wrong direction, where like I almost just started crying.
Oh.
Like it was just like that little huff where it's like, like just, oh shit, what now?
Oh shit, what would I be?
And like I was like gonna like whip out my phone and call mom and like just be like, what do I do? And then I was like, but then I'm like, okay, well I know exactly what I have to do. I just have to get going the right direction.
Well, yeah, for me,
I just have to not be on the shoulder right now.
For my spin out, I feel like I don't even remember the actual spin out. Like, cause like my mind like wasn't going. For me it wasn't slow motion. It was just like 2 seconds of absolute craziness, and then I'm on the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And luckily, like I stopped right on the shoulder too. Like that was such a coincidence. I totally could have slammed right into it.
Well, yeah. For me, the shoulder.
Right into the median.
Oh yeah. For me, the shoulder. It's a hill. So like, and the hill goes up.
Oh.
So I might have gone a little bit up the hill, but like.
Yeah. No. For me, I was like a foot away from slamming into a brick wall.
Yeah, no, for me, not only did it not go in slow motion for me, but I didn't, hit anything. I landed on the shoulder. However, my car wanted to keep going, but by then I had enough wits to actually hit the brakes. So, and yeah, for the whole, maybe anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes that this occurred in, I didn't cry while, in the car alone. I didn't cry while talking to the police officers. I obviously had a very worried expression. But the only time I started crying was when I called Ben. And I was completely composed. When he asked for my license, I was like, here it is. And, I told him, I was like, oh, there was a car stopped on the entrance ramp and I, swerved to avoid it and I spun out, I lost control of my vehicle. Very well thought out sentences with, starts and ends.
I would have asked him. I would have been like, why was that guy stopped?
I didn't ask him.
Because this is all his fault.
I didn't ask him. So the only time that I actually started crying was like as soon as I went to actually call Ben and tell him that I was going to be late coming home. And, I wasn't even going to tell him the full story. I was just going to say like, hey, I'm going to be late. I spun out on the freeway where I'm getting help right now. The police are here. Like, we just have to figure it out real quick. That was my plan. However, as soon as I picked up the phone and I hear Ben say hello, I'm just like, and like I could not for the life of me form syllables. And like the whole time I was like doing that like gaspy thing. I was like,
yeah. It's like you're just crying so hard you just can't breathe.
Yeah. So like that. My plan was to be very well composed and to like be calm. Because I wasn't hurt. My car was still working just fine. Like all I needed was just to wait for them to block it all off. So like I had no reason to cry. But yeah, as soon as I was actually trying to explain it to Ben, I was just like, they should have remember me. So I mean that I don't like crying in front of people.
I love it. I love it so much. Whenever I start tearing up in public, I'm like, yes.
When I'm checking out at the grocery store, I'm just like
these bitches are gonna see me cry. Yeah.
When I'm stopped at a stoplight and there are pedestrians like crossing the street, I honk my horn and I make them look at me and I just go like. When I'm at a restaurant and the waiter comes to bring me water, I throw the water on my face as tears and I'm just like, look at me crying!
I'm crying.
I'm crying.
I'm crying.
But yeah, so I really didn't want to cry on the phone. I wanted to keep my composure and be calm to show that like, nothing serious happened. Because, if you call someone crying, they know something's terrible has happened.
Yeah.
But, really, it wasn't anything terrible. I just had to be patient.
Just shut down the whole
throw the whole freeway out, man. Yeah, all I had to do was just wait. But, as soon as I get on that phone, I'm just like, I was like, God damn it, Christina, you're a pussy. Well, hey, look, I might actually win this one. And look at me boasting about how much I played this game in my free time, and literally, I have not remembered any of the controls, and I also have not tried to remember any of the controls. I'm just playing games with my sister.
I've literally only used the accelerate and the steer. There's 2 buttons. There's 2 controls.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess that's all I've really used. In the last race, I used the drifting button a little bit, but it really did not.
I learned not to trust that very.
Yeah, so it caused me to spin out more than anything else. Although there is a, besides racing, we could also do a drifting challenge, although it's not 2-player, although, you hand off the controller, it becomes 2-player.
Yeah.
But Ben and I spent a whole night doing that, and honestly, I think that's actually more fun than racing.
Well, maybe we'll do that another time.
Yeah, another time. Yeah, let us know if you guys want to watch us play more Gran Turismo.
Let us know if you thought this was exciting.
Stop telling me to brake, there's guardrails for a reason. I don't need to steer when there's guardrails.
I just keep going straight and then I'm not.
I mean, legit, I've just been steering by running into the guardrails and they curve me to wherever I need to go.
I went bowling and I almost got a turkey again.
I went bowling and I got 2 strikes in a row.
Well, guess you'll earn it one day, champ. For those of you that don't know, earning a turkey in bowling is the only way to win our mother's love.
Yeah, I mean, who would know that? For those of you that don't know.
For those of you that aren't aware, my mother only likes you if you can get a turkey in bowling.
Which, I mean, she loved my boyfriend for that reason.
Yeah, well, and now she loves me too. Because I got a turkey. I got a turkey. You know who hasn't gotten a turkey in her life? Christina.
I'll be getting a turkey this Thursday. Because it'll
Eating
be
turkey for dinner.
Yeah, this Thursday is Thanksgiving, so I'll be getting a turkey then.
Gobble gobble.
It's in 2 days.
Well, I'm gonna take that turkey and I'm gonna release the turkey.
Can you shove the turkey up my butt?
I'm gonna shove you up the turkey's
Wait,
butt.
okay, so shove.
I'm gonna make some twin stuffing.
What's the... so, you know, they make the turducken, like...
By stuffing a duck inside of a turkey.
Yeah, like I think they put a chicken inside of a duck, and then they
Inside
put
of
the
a
duck
turkey.
inside of a
Yep.
turkey. But put the turkey inside of me, and then I'll be a tasty snack.
The Krister Tuckin.
And then we'll all fall asleep after eating me.
It's a lot of meat.
Yes.
A lot of tryptophan.
I got a lot of pussy meat. Got that fupa. I might just cut that last bit.
Yeah, you probably should.
I should.
Because you just made a joke about your whole family eating your pussy meat. Yeah, that's what that joke was. That's what that joke was. You happy? You like that joke? You like that you made that joke? You like that that came out of your mouth and is on camera?
No.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't, because that's disgusting. And I'm telling Mom.
You won't
Okay, now
forget
put your dick in
that.
there. Put your dick in there right now. In
Put
the
your
woods.
dick in your mouth.